Crow normals. Alright, so let's start out with his lights. We have Crouching Light, which combos into itself, or into Dire Sting, but that's it. We have Stand and Close Light, which combo into themselves and each other, and into Dire Sting, and that's it. And then we have Jump Light, or Neutral Jump Light and Jump Light, which I frankly never use. I maybe should use them more, but especially Neutral Jump Light seems to just be a worse version of Neutral Jump Medium, so don't know what to tell you there. Main one being Crouch Light. You can get junk off of this, like if your opponent's not paying attention, you can do things like this. Or you can use Dire Sting. Other than that, it's mostly to break up pressure. If you think that they're doing block strings that aren't actually honest, go ahead and throw out some lights because it'll get you out of that negative block stun situation and give you some frame advantage. Stand Light, same thing. The main thing to know is that it can punish a few moves, Vlad's Clobbering Rush and Dauntless's Cold Drill. It doesn't always punish them if they space it right, so it hits with some distance, you can't punish. But if they go right up in your face and do it, or if it ends right in your face, you get a Stand Jab. So Stand Jab into Dire Sting, or what I usually do, because I don't run Dire Sting round one, is Stand Jab into Disc. The disc doesn't combo, but it's generally safe, and it gives me really, really good advantage because now I'm right in their face with a disc out, and I can do all sorts of shenanigans. So those are his lights. Mediums. Worst move for Crow is probably Stand Medium. It's not actually that bad, but it's hard to justify in most situations. It multi-hits, it can kind of anti-air or catch jumpers from an odd range. The big problem is that the range that it hits at, you could be doing Crouching Heavy, and Crouching Heavy is just so much better. So if you don't ever use this, it's not a big deal. It does change from Close Medium, or chain from Close Medium. So if you're running Soul Cleaver, which won't combo from Close Medium, this can be really good because it does put them at ambiguous cross-up range. So without going into how cross-ups work in Rising Thunder, I'm just going to show that if I jump forward from this range, I'll land in front of them if I do Jump Medium. And if I jump forward and do Jump Heavy, I'll land in front of them. If I jump forward and do Light, I'll land in front of them. And if I jump forward and do Cross-Up, I'll land behind them. So it's a legit 50-50 from this distance, and you can KA it to set that up with a little more surprise. But I'm pretty sure they can still just DP you on reaction, so you've got to be careful with it. Close Medium, likewise, that's pretty much all of its use right there. It forces standing on crouch, so you can get into things like Stand Medium, or one of your specials, mainly Special 2. I don't believe it combos. Oh yeah, it does combo into Disc. I was wrong. So you can also do... Whoops. That was supposed to be into Disc, but you get the idea. We've got Jump Forward, Medium. Not much to say. It's a good air-to-air, and it will combo into Slicer, which is very, very important. You just saw me use it to get a knockdown after a super, or you can use it to convert into a full combo. Not that it wouldn't anyways, I believe. It's been a while since I've done this, yeah. But I think if you hit them... No, yeah, it'll always combo, so it's just an extra hit. Neutral Jump Medium is very, very good because it can also do that. This looks like an instant overhead. It's not, because if they're crouch blocking, it will whiff. However, there's a fuzzy guard set up. If you don't know what that is, go watch my other video. It explains it, but just know this is very important to Crow's game because of that. Finally, Crouch Medium is probably the most go-to crouch move you'll use whenever you get a knockdown, whenever you want to punish something. Crouch Medium into Special 2 is decent damage and something you'll do a lot. Not a whole lot to say about that other than it can combo into itself. It's a Link, and I'm apparently terrible today. Really? Alright, well, just trust me, it can. You can get up to 3 on Vlad and Talos. I rarely go for more than 2. Obviously, you can see why right now. There we go. You should be able to get 2 almost every time, distance pending. So if you want to really min-max your damage, learn to get 2 crouching mediums and then do something like that. Otherwise, if you're not totally confident, there's really nothing wrong with just doing this. That's what I do a majority of the time. Finally, he has 2 command normals on medium. He has back medium, which is his anti-air. It's not great because it covers a very similar distance to Disc. It just comes out faster, and it does multi-hit, so it blows up armor. It doesn't combo into anything. It doesn't do anything special, and if the opponent's jumping... Where are we? Let's just reset. It kind of causes them to flip out. Whoops, didn't mean to do that, but that's later. So there's some interesting setups here. You'll usually get like one little tick hit, but it's mostly for breaking pressure, because otherwise people will just jump all over you. It's crazy. And then forward medium, as you saw, causes a ground bounce if it hits them in the air. That's mostly used for combo opportunities in the corner or off KA. So, you know, well, I'm off today, but you get the idea. It's also overhead. So there's no way to combo out of it, not even into super. But if you have a disc out and the right setup, let's see if I can do this. Yeah, you get the idea. Again, I'm a little under the weather and haven't been able to play a lot, but you can absolutely set up discs, do this, and combo out of it. And it's not awful to throw out just in the middle of a match in general if you want to get a little bit of extra damage in, set up a stun, or just, you know, check your opponent who's crouch blocking too much, although generally throws are good there too. So, moving on from mediums, we have heavies, where Crow really shines. This game has good normals in general across the cast, but I think Crow's got some of the best heavies. Stand heavy has ridiculous range, really good move. It's like Guile's back fist. You throw discs and you throw heavies and you just ruin the day of Talos, Vlad, even Dauntless to some extent. They'll want to cold drill in and you check that with crouch heavy, which is the best normal in the game in my opinion. This thing has stupid range, multi-hits, knocks down, keeps the hitbox on the multi-hit hitbox on KA. It's just, it's stupid. On block, it multi-hits and still lets you special cancel. You can do meaty setups with it, which I'm, again, apparently not on point enough to do right now. There we go, I did something right. Except I was supposed to combo out of it, but you get the idea. Just use this. If you're having trouble with Crow and you're like, man, I'm just not sure what I'm doing right, try sweeping more, because I swear to God, that move is just stupid good. Mostly you'll use it to go into a disc. However, if you run Fog of War, you'll occasionally do that. Obviously, I've got Riposte right now. Finally, well, not finally, but we have Close Heavy. It's a lot like Close Medium in that you generally use it for combos. However, if you have like a block jump in or something, or you're doing pressure and you think they're going to jump back, doing Close Heavy will generally catch them. It'll also catch jump forward or neutral jump. So it's not bad there. And then we've got his jumping heavies. So neutral jump heavy is very good. Hits 3 times overhead, and they must actually block high for all 3 hits. The game will not auto block for them. So if they ever switch their block to crouch block during those 3 hits, it will hit them, and you can combo from it. Usually I do something like this, although I'm obviously terrible today. There we go. Although I run Core Puncture, but same idea. Use this a lot in the Talos and the Dauntless matchup especially, because it can really mess them up. Although Talos can grab you out of the air from ridiculously far away if you get too greedy with it. And then jump forward heavy is a jumping heavy. You cannot cancel this into Slicer, so don't try. Jump cross up is a cross up, can't cancel it into Slicer, don't try. However, you can do, whoops. There we go. Either jump heavy when you land can go into neutral jump medium, which can then go into Slicer. So there you go. Finally, his forward heavy is also a great move. It hits low, it knocks them into the air. You can combo out of it with Core Puncture, that would have hit. Or you can just do, you know, another heavy. Or you can do, I believe, no, you can't get that. You can also do Soul Cleaver there. There's not a whole lot to say about it otherwise. Like, at the very start of a match in a Crow mirror, most Crows like to do this. This will beat that clean because you get off the ground, jump over it, and then hit them low for a combo. So it's a great way to do setups. Don't over-abuse it, though, because I'm pretty sure it's quite negative. And yeah, that's pretty much it for Crow normals. I'll throw in his throws since we're here. Crow's throws are quite good, and everyone's throws are quite good. I explained in another video how the throw game works in this. They're basically like overheads for all purposes concerned. His forward throw leads to a nice disc. You can kind of tick throw that / use as a setup. Well, I was trying to run up in neutral jump medium, but not much to say. And then his back throw is the one you can KA. You usually dash forward, do overhead, forward medium, and then combo from there. Wow, I am just all sorts of off today. There we go. So yeah, that's it for Crow's normals. I'll do a Crow special video as well, and see you around.